Well, hello world, and welcome back. It's been a while since I've made a video, but today we are making ourselves a garden. And I got the old 5030 Ford going again, so I have actually plowed and cultivated the ground here. We got Sissy over here. She is finding sticks so that we don't kill our plants every time we run through with the cultivator. And we are going to get this thing ready, and today we're going to try to plant some potatoes, but as you can see, the clouds are really bad and they're calling for storms later, so not real sure how that's going to turn out, but we are going to try to at least get a few potatoes in the ground today. Stay tuned. So we've pretty well gone through here, got all the big sticks. I mean, you see how all this looks out here, right? So a year ago, all of this was thick forest like you see back here, okay? So brought a bulldozer out here, cleaned it all up. You still see behind me here, there's some piles, and I actually have to knock that whole stand of pine trees down to make pasture. The pond is back behind us here, but this is gonna be our garden spot. And as you can see, I plowed it and ran the cultivator through it one time, and I exposed most of the sticks and roots and stuff. And now I'm gonna take the old 5030 and I'm gonna go back through it with the cultivator and try to loosen it up again, and then we'll see if we can't put some potatoes in the ground. Here is my 1994 Ford 5030, New Holland 5030. It's one of the crossover years. And I bought this thing at auction because I don't want to buy a brand new tractor and tear it up cleaning this place up. So I bought this thing at auction. It runs great. I think it's about a 75 horse tractor. And you'll have to forgive my place here, but you see this is my rake. And you can drag it 100 yards and that's what it looks like. There was so much stuff out here, which we're getting there. But this right here is the workhorse. I plan on doing some work to it. It belonged to a municipality, and I think they just used it as a bush hogging tractor. It's got the homemade limb sweeps in the top that is honestly just seen better days. There's holes all in it here. So I actually want to make a video, me taking it to my shop, cutting these sweeps off, building a new top, making it look nice, repainting it, because it's a great running tractor. It just looks a little worn for wear. But let's get on it and let's make a few passes and clean the old garden spot. All right, so Sissy and I are about to give it a try. So I just ran over the garden again with the cultivator. Sissy did fantastic film work, but that's it. It's not perfect. Still got a couple sticks in there we got to get out. But for the most part, she's pretty flat and she's pretty deep. All right, so one thing that we're gonna do is we're actually gonna work this garden with a tractor. So we need to know how far, where is the tractor? Right there, from the center of the tractor to the outside of the wheel, so that we know how far apart to space our rows so we can get the tractor in and out when we cultivate and weed, because I don't plan on weeding all this by hand, just to be honest. That cultivator over there do most of the work. So in saying that, rough measurements, I'm gonna be able to get about 9 rows out of this. And the rows are about 150 feet long. So I gotta figure out what all I'm gonna plant, but I know I'm gonna do the basics: potatoes, corn, peas, butter beans, tomatoes, probably gonna do some peppers. So I'm gonna lay it out real quick and then we'll get a few potatoes in the ground. I don't wanna bore you with planting a whole row of potatoes, but at least give you the idea of what's going on. All right, so you can kind of see the center of where the row will be here. It's important to note that from here to the next row has to be far enough apart where the tractor wheel will run in here and not run over your plants. So you got to do a little math, a little measuring. All right, so I drove this stake here because obviously if you just plant something, you're not gonna know where it is. So I put this stake here to indicate that this is the start of our row. And we got a few seed taters here, and we're gonna open up a little trench, you know, about 6 inches deep, and then you'll plant potatoes about every foot apart. All right, so we got us a little area opened up here. Sticks out of the way. All right, so these are the little new potatoes, and you can actually take, you don't have to plant the entire potato, right? So like that right there, be one potato, right? So then come over here, there's a little eye right there, about a foot apart, put another one. Right, you got 2 here, there, and there. All right, show them the ditch, baby. Huh? Show them the ditch. All right, so this one's not very big, so we'll just plant it by itself. So I can get 2 out of this one pretty easily, because you see right there the little plant, and you see that right there, those will grow into potatoes. So you put them about a foot apart. Same thing here. Get rid of that.
Why are there little stem kind of coming out?
Because that's the potato plant, baby. That is actually what will grow into a potato. All right, so that's all out of this bag. So you get the gist of it. Here, let me see it, baby. You get the gist of it, right? About 6 inches deep, about a foot apart, and then you just cover them up with loose dirt. I mark them, like I say, I mark them, that way we know where the row is, and then we'll just keep opening this up and working it all the way down to the end. Have about a 150-foot row of potatoes. All right, so Sissy's gonna cover it all back up for us. Don't pack it too much now. You gotta have room to grow. So she's burying it back for us. That's just a clod of dirt, baby. There's some red clay in here in it. And I don't actually do much work at all to it here. Here, kick a little more dirt over that. So that is how we plant potatoes. Right way, wrong way, don't know, that's our way. But big shout out and thank you to Sissy today for helping me. Give me a high five. There we go. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. Catch us on the next one.